Hey, let's get up into this. So this is my part two of my thoughts on the situation with her mom and Wood leaving and so forth and so forth. Also, the video that she did when she's eating out at the restaurant and she was sounding like she was crying, and the update on her saying she enrolled the kids in school and daycare. Let's get into it, okay? Um, Let me say this. So her mother has said that she's still going to be there for her, regardless of the stuff that Peach say about her, regardless of the stuff Peach, said that she did all these allegations that she put against her mother. Her mother said that she is going to be there for her and help her out whenever she needed, and whenever she stopped being mad or whatever like that. So that's a mother, but she said her mother is a bad person, but a bad person ain't gonna say they gonna still be there for you regardless of how you talk bad about them on the internet and talk bad about them in public to everybody in the world on this platform. Um, my thing is this: Peach don't hold herself accountable for anything that she has done. She always blaming her mother for what Wood do. She talking about Wood is not a good person. He did a lot of things, but you not getting into all the stuff he done did, but you want to sit up there and try to blast your mother on the internet and talk about all the stuff that she done did, which is dead wrong. Do I feel like she laid down and had all these kids, okay? And now it's so hard for her to take care of this responsibility on her own. You probably didn't want to take care of this responsibility on his own, but you've been taking care of this responsibility on your own because you said Wood was a bum and he barely even helped you. And so he was always doing his thing anyway. So you really been on your own anyway. You know what I'm saying? And he really been holding you back anyway. You've been holding yourself back. You have to do what you got to do. Nobody told you to have 7 kids. You have to do what you have to do for your 7 kids. You got to be there for them and do what you have to do and stop having a pity party about your circumstance and your situation that you already knew that was bad from the last time when you kicked Wood out, but you took him back because you said, this is my man, my man, my man. But now you kicked him out this time and you say it's for good. Well, hopefully for you it's for good, but if it's not, that'll be on you again because you nobody take you serious because you always going back to Wood and always taking him back and never go back on your word because you don't want to do stuff alone and you don't want to do it by yourself. But what tripped me out is the fact that you automatically after Wood you kick Wood to the curb. Now the kids going to school. Now you put them back in regular school. Now you put them in daycare. Why you couldn't do that when you was with Wood? Why could you not do that when Wood was in the home? That's what I'm saying. And all of a sudden you got all this energy because you want to have time for yourself, which is understandable because you have to work and do what you got to do. But you could have did this all along. But all of a sudden now you saying that you want to put them in daycare and they going to school, but you just said that you was against them going to school. But you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about with the contradicting yourself. You always contradict yourself. You always say one thing and it be another. But I always have discernment and I always call it out. So it wasn't no homeschooling even going on. Because that fast you talking about you didn't want to do, you weren't doing nothing anyway. Because when you do a homeschool, you got to be hands on. You got to help them. You have to teach them. You got to help them with what they don't know. So we already knew automatically that that wasn't going on. So now that Wood had left the building, you kicked him out to the curb for I don't know what reason, probably because he found out he had another woman down the road, allegedly. Now you say you putting the kids back in school and the little ones are going to daycare so you can do what you have to do for yourself and get back on track. But it's nothing wrong with crying and that stuff like that and getting all your feelings out, but you have to learn how to stop all that crying and say, hey, I gotta do what I gotta do. I have to raise these kids. I have to do it. You knew that. I don't understand. I don't really get it. I know that you was having all these kids just to keep Wood around and think they was gonna do something, but kids don't keep no man around. And then you already knew you was going through stuff with him already, but you started to keep on having kids after kid after kid after kid. You know what I'm saying? It's just ridiculous. But you, now you have your kids. They are a blessing. But now it's time to do you. But I feel as though all the stuff that you have done and said about your mom, and you saying people don't have to believe you or whatever like that, it's really a bad look. It's really a bad look. But people still gonna support you because a lot of people, some people like that, some people do the same thing, or some people just don't care. So people still gonna support you. A lot of I already know. So people are gonna be over there supporting you and cheering you on and all that good stuff. Which hey, they can do what they want to do. I'm not trying to say nobody shouldn't support you or whatever, but that's their business. But it just look real bad to me after all this stuff you done said about your mom, and she didn't even go in on you. That's what really pissed me off right there, when your mom didn't even go in on you, and you doing all this extraness. You know what I'm saying, to your own mom. They were really, I'm like, nah, that's really out of line. I don't care what nobody say, that's out of line. Your mama just said that what Wood did, and you stayed with him, and you choose him. And you didn't want to give her nothing, but you were giving Wood mama stuff. She was speaking her truth. And she still says she loves you and she'll be there for you, but then you go on your page and just start talking about how she did this and how she was a HOE, how she got beat up, how she stole somebody's man, how she was a lesbian, all this stuff. You just went all overboard with it. And she didn't even go in on you like that. She didn't even talk about all the stuff that you have done as a child and as a teenager and as a mother. But you don't take that in consideration while you going off on your mom. You know what I'm saying? So you dead wrong to me. And I don't care what nobody say, you dead wrong. But y'all let me know what y'all feel. But now the kids are going back to school and they're supposed to be going to daycare. That's what she said out her mouth in this latest video that she just posted when she was at the or whatever. But I knew something was up. I knew something was up when she came back from the trip and she just wasn't going live anymore, and she wasn't doing her car rides, and she wasn't, yeah, I knew something was up with her and Wood then. Yeah, I've been knowing since then. I was like, there ain't something going on, because she usually her normal routine definitely drastically stopped. And it's like, well, she ain't must have got nobody to watch the kids. She got to watch them herself now. So yeah, that was going on right there. But anyway, on that note, I'll see you in the next one. Also support the channel. Watch it all the way through. Hit that like button. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one, alright? Y'all have a blessed day. But this concludes my part 2 of the situation with her mom. But I know you're not gonna hold yourself accountability about this, because you don't see anything wrong with what you did, but you did wrong. And you really you wrong for what you did to your mom. And yeah, because she didn't come out and say nothing bad about you. She was offending you, telling you that she still loves you, telling you that she'll still help you, and you just went below the belt. You went too far for me. But y'all let me know what y'all feel. But we know that you're not going to do no apologizing. We know you're not going to take nothing back, because you stand on what you said. But you have to deal with that. You and the Lord and yourself have to deal with what you did on this internet. Yeah, see y'all in the next one. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Alright, bye.